This is what we are. We are.
So when Andres and Lucy asked me to talk, the magic one, thank you so much. I was like, oh, let's talk about something sexy, a little bit of artificial intelligence, a little bit of robots, a little bit of here and there, the future of collaboration. I had this all sexy presentation all prepped out. And then Andres was like, no, because everyone else is going to be talking about that. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to talk about fairy tales. I'm going to talk about fictitious animals like unicorns and underdogs. Is that okay with you guys? All right, so let's talk about unicorns and underdogs. Okay, so I'm the last one, so get excited because afterwards we can actually go for a drink at happy hour, right? Yay, happy hour! All right, how does this operate? All right, so to start, there are 472 million entrepreneurs in the world today. 472 million. That's 305 million startups total in a year. I'm just going to whip out some numbers. 100 million startups launch per year. 100 million. That is about 270,000 startups launch per day. Per day. That is insane, the number of startups that is being launched every single day. What does that mean? 95% of these startups die. 95%, that's 246,000 startup deaths per day. We're whipping them up like, nothing. Have we already gone through that? Yeah. Okay, so, sorry. We're going backwards. I don't know how to use this thing. All right, so we all know about the unicorns, right? Yeah, we know about the unicorns, those startups that are evaluating over $1 billion. There are actually about 208 unicorns and 21 decacorns. Decacorns are those that are evaluating 10 billion a year. 10 billion a year. So why am I telling you guys all this? I'm going to put it into perspective a little bit. So our chances as an entrepreneur, as a startup, to be a unicorn is about 0.000000681%. Okay, that is about 1 out of 1,250,000 chances of us becoming a unicorn. We are more likely to be hit by lightning 150 times than actually becoming a unicorn. Right? Okay, so how much is $1 billion? $1 billion, this is Breaking Bad, you guys know about this. This is 20 piles of this, it's about $1 billion. It's a shitload of money, shitload of money. Now, if you calculate the life of an entrepreneur, starting at 25, ending around 60-ish, we have about 18,250 days to, act as an entrepreneur. So that's about $54,794 a day if we were to be unicorns. That's a shitload of money. We can actually buy 3 Teslas every 2 days if we were to be unicorns. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that kind of money, but I would be kind of sort of like him, laying around and just swim, around this $1 billion. Now, the founder of Slack said, if I'm going to start a startup, I'm going to make it a unicorn. And someone asked him, why? Why do you want to be a unicorn? Because I want to make $1 billion. Why do you want to make $1 billion? Well, it's an arbitrary number, I know, but it's a big fucking round number. All right, this is how arbitrary it is. That's the whole point of the unicorn. So let's stop for a minute. Let's talk about the underdog. Okay, so here it is. I was beaten up by my brothers because I was the only girl and the youngest. So yeah, I really considered myself an underdog. And like most of us, as an adolescent, we look like crap, right? shitty glasses. I had just moved to the US, and I looked like literally fresh off the boat. Not sexy at all. Okay, so this has been my trajectory. I was born in Hong Kong. I grew up in Macau. I went to the US to study. And then I went to Buenos Aires, did a little backpacking, landed here in Barcelona about 15 years ago. When I landed in Barcelona, I felt like this. I didn't speak the language. I didn't know anybody. Couldn't even use my degree because they wouldn't recognize my degree. I felt like shit. I felt like shit. I felt like a lot of us when we're starting out into our career, coming out of universities, coming out of wherever we're coming out of. So I was beating myself up. I was victimizing myself. I was saying, oh my God, poor me. I'm this girl, woman in the man's world. I am this minority, this poor immigrant, blah, 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 blah. And I said, wait. Stop. I can go that route, that kind of like rabbit hole, or I can change my life around. And I decided to do that. So I thought, wait a minute. Maybe I'm not just a woman, in a man's world. That is a bad thing. Well, maybe I can consider myself as a multitasker, right? I can do many things, right? And how many of us women out there feel like we're multitaskers? Yeah, all of us, right? That's right. We can do so many things. So I started this co-working space here in Barcelona called Makers of Barcelona, and we've grown to about 300 members now in the last couple of years. And we're focused on makers, as you guys can tell from the name. And we really wanted to empower people, whether it is through collaboration or whether it is through technologies, to innovate together. And our ethos and our philosophy is to stop working and start making. Now, if you guys think about the word work, we always say, well, we work for someone. We work to make money. Work is not an end. It's a mean to an end. But make is not. We can make impact. We can make change. We can make money, right? So stop working. The future of work is that it's not going to exist. We're going to stop working, and we're going to start making. It's going to be hard. It's not easy. So like I said, our ethos is to build communities so that we can innovate together, so that we can make shit happen. We didn't stop there. Our second thing that we made is Fab Cafe. Fab Cafe actually started in Tokyo. So the story goes that I went to Tokyo, and I visited some friends of mine in Tokyo, and they had this coffee shop. They started this thing called Fab Cafe in Tokyo. And I walked in and I saw these kids with iPads, drawing on iPads on a birthday party, about 20 of them. And I said, 7 years old. And I said, why are they on the birthday party? Why are they on the iPads dribbling? They should be like playing with each other. Well, it turns out that they were all making their own drawings so that the drawings could be customized into cookies with a laser cutter so that each child had their own laser cut customized cookie for the birthday party. I was like, mind blown. And I said, I gotta fucking bring this shit here into Barcelona, which is exactly what we did. So we brought Fab Cafe here to Barcelona about 2.5, 3 years ago. And it is what it says. It's half coffee shop, half digital fabrication lab, where we have 3D printers and laser cutters and all these cool toys. I wanted to say adult toys, and then I realized it's like, no, that's not what I meant. So this is Fab Cafe here in Barcelona. Come visit us if you guys are here in town the next couple of days. We also launched a kind of a creative agency consult. I don't even know what this being is, but this is kind of our service side of company where we co-create with companies, with institutions, with entities, and tap into our creative community. And this is one of the projects that we did called Alpha Bread. Get it? Alpha Bread? Oh, okay, no. I also thought, maybe I'm not just a mother. Have you seen, how strategically I place the word mother? No, okay, so then I'm not just a mother. If not, I'm an educator. Oh, okay, well, what does that mean? That means that we have started, for example, this project called Project Young Fish, where we helped unemployed youth here in Barcelona to jumpstart their initiatives. I don't know if you guys know, but Barcelona has a 50% of unemployment rate among youth. 50%, 1 out of 2 within the age of 20 to 30 years old here in Spain are unemployed. So we started this project called Project Young Fish 3 years ago, and we're on our 9th edition, I think. And we're so proud that we're starting a new edition where we will be working with refugees. Half refugees, actually, and the other half will be unemployed youth with the same goal of starting their own initiatives. And so exciting to be collaborating with Disrupt Space from Berlin, and we'll be launching a space version of it, working on topics on aerospace and entrepreneurship, what they call astropreneurs. And our last initiative is something that I'm really excited about. We're working with Laura here. Laura is in the crowd somewhere. You want to raise your hand somewhere? Laura? Ah, hi, Laura. And so Laura and I, and along with a couple of our members at MOB, we have founded Future Funded, and it is the first crowdfunding platform for education. And we're really excited about that. And through this platform, we're going to be funding some of these projects of Project Young Fish. Okay. Onward, this kind of victimized mentality, I said to myself, well, I am not an immigrant. If not, I am international. If I have hair, I would flip it, but I don't have hair. But okay, so international, right? So working with a bunch of my students from Parsons, we worked on this book called Hackable City, which is a toolkit to help entities and individuals to reimagine and brand their own neighborhood. And we were so happy to have won the Communication Design Award for Design for Wellbeing Award from Hong Kong. And if you guys are ever interested in rebranding your own neighborhood, you can download this. It's under Creative Commons license, and you can download and use this toolkit for your own neighborhood. So for the last comparison, I stopped considering myself as a minority. If not, I am exotic. Again, no hair. But I am exotic. So I thought, we have this all wrong. We shouldn't think about the billion in dollars. We should think about the billion in lives, in people, impacting people, changing people's lives. That's the billion that we should be focusing about. So the future is not going to be full of unicorns. It's going to be full of us underdogs. Actually, in fact, the underdogs are the new Supermans. That's what I'm considering. And if we have 1,250 days left as entrepreneurs, we can be impacting 50 people a day, persons a day. That's very doable. This is very doable than the 0.000000618% to become a unicorn. So I'm going to wrap this up. To all the haters out there, all the bullies, everyone that have been told, you can't do this, you shouldn't do this, you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you're too white, you're too black, you're too Muslim, Trump. We have a message for them. We are the actual unicorns. We give no fucks, but above all, and this is for Trump, you can just suck on my non-existing balls, and I don't give a shit about you. We will do what we can to make change in our society. So with that, thank you very much. My name is Cecilia Tham.
In randomness, we trust.